What up, Dokkanners? We are coming up to the part 2 reveal. We should be getting an announcement, Twitter reveal, some sort of animations reveal either tonight, in a day or two after me posting this video. And at this point, it's a foregone conclusion. It is going to be Super Boo. There is, of course, a very small chance that they could pull a fast one on us and give, actually, I wouldn't call it a small chance at this point. They always do that. So there's always a chance that they could pull a fast one on us and give us a global first, but I personally doubt it. But maybe that's exactly the trap that they're baiting me into. Regardless, should you or should you not summon for this banner given what is coming up? This video is geared primarily towards newer players or low spenders who might feel hesitant to spend any of their precious stones given what is coming up, and perhaps given what they did during Golden Week. I am very surprised at the amount of people who have told me that they have summoned on the part 2 banner for the Golden Week celebration, which, if that's something that you're going to fall for, which is understandable, then the Super Boo might pose the same exact problem. So that being said, I wanted to make this video to discuss and share my thoughts. Feel free to share your own in the comments down below, and make sure you guys subscribe. Aside from the 8-year anniversary preview series that I've been doing, I will obviously be doing videos on, gameplay, as you might have seen earlier today. And then, of course, discussions on the present celebrations that we've got going on. Trying to hit 70,000 subscribers before the 8-year anniversary. I would really appreciate if we could actually reach that goal. It's been something that has been on my mind for a little while now. So if you're able to, please subscribe. If not, no worries. So let's talk about the Super Boo banner. This released during the Kale Dokkan celebration for JP, and that was right before Golden Week. So a lot of people were very much thrown off by this, even on JP. So that just kind of speaks to the way Dokkan is these days. But we're looking at the Yamcha celebration, right? This is when Global was having the Yamcha. This was right after Saiyan Day, so JP and Global had just split up, and Global was in Yamcha. This was the same time that JP had the Kale Dokkan Festival. And then for part 2, we were thinking possibly a Global first could happen, but it didn't happen. We just got a filler banner, and during this same slot, JP got Super Boo. Yes, Super Boo was the corresponding part 2 for Kale. Why? Nobody knows. But regardless, based on how years past have done, this is now going to be happening on Global. So this is going to be coming up next. My voice totally just cracked right there. Let's take a look at the banner that released with this unit. Super Boo, Janemba, and Super 17. It's not a bad lineup. Obviously, the Super 17 is the odd man out. These other two units are fantastic. Not must-haves, but fantastic. And I will say that, usually these banners don't change much, but I think there's a good chance that the Golden Frieza will maybe make an appearance in place of Super 17, because Global does not have Golden Frieza as a returning unit yet. And I think that has to happen before the 8-year anniversary, or perhaps Golden Frieza will just make his return during the 8-year anniversary and just be in the unfeatured pool. I don't know. So if I were to guess, maybe that may be the only alteration that they would make. Aside from that, everything else should remain the same. Now, in all fairness, this isn't exactly helping the cause to not summon. It's, if anything, it's making it more enticing. But out of these 3 units, the Golden Frieza is the most accessible, along with the Janemba, where if you had golden coins, you could just buy them from the golden coin shop. Now, I do realize the irony here, because a lot of my videos where I'm discussing legendary summons, I'm often recommending people to not summon. So the rate of the coin growth when it comes to the legendary coin item is pretty low. So by the time you have enough to buy an LR, it's not going to be for a long time. And if you want to get to that point, you're going to have to do some summons, which is why the discounts will probably play a major role in this particular upcoming part 2. This upcoming part 2 will likely shape up exactly like it did last year, whereas last year's banner was the introduction of the new legendary summon format on Global. Some of you might remember, this is what we got as the final hurdle before the 7-year anniversary. Right, 7-year anniversary, the Super Saiyan 4s, the gods. Right before that, we had the Dokkan Festival. Who was the Dokkan Festival, actually? For the part 2, Dokkan Festival was... Oh, Ginyu. Yeah. Ginyu was the Dokkan Festival, and which was an awesome summon. And then the part 2 was the LR Goku Piccolo. The LR Goku Piccolo came with some discounts and some Pilaf's Trove packs. So this is probably where some of you guys are probably going to spend some stones. Let me just say before going into this, if you're free to play, don't summon, even with the discounts, because if you're very low on stones, you're going to want to be saving that for all of the content coming up, because we are coming up on the biggest block of the year for Global Dokkan. This 3-month block, 8-year anniversary, the trap banner in between, and then the worldwide download. These are 2 of the 3 biggest celebrations of the year. You could argue these are just simply the 2 biggest celebrations of the year. I always like to also include the New Year's step-ups, the New Year's Dokkan Festival, because that's sort of a catch-all for players who don't summon a lot throughout the year. So for those people, that's also a big celebration. But in general, these are the two biggest celebrations of the year. And you could also argue that the worldwide download is even more so. So with these two banners essentially being within a month's time, that's not a whole lot of time for you guys to recover. So you really don't want to be spending stones where you don't have to. So I would personally suggest that if you're on a budget or you're a low spender or free to play, you do not summon on this banner, even if there are discounts. Now, that being said, the discounts do provide some sort of, I guess, appeal to some people if you're into the step up sort of thing, right? Only 35, 40, 45 dragon stones are required to perform a multi-summon that allow you to recruit 10 characters in each step 1 to 3. This is what happened last year. I would imagine this will probably happen again. You will probably get one set of step up summons because they know that you guys are just about to summon on the 8-year anniversary, but they want to get more stones from you to get you to spend more, right? So they're going to throw whatever they can at you. They're going to give you one cycle of step ups. I know some of y'all will do this. There is no guaranteed featured SSR on the final step. You are guaranteed to recruit one SSR from steps 1 to 3. There is no guaranteed featured. And if you're curious about the Pilaf's Trove, I will show you the Pilaf's Trove right now. This Pilaf's Trove dropped with the banner itself last year. Ironically, at the same exact time, actually. 6:19, 5 p.m. That is likely when the celebration will start for us for part 2. So let's go over to the All Out Struggle packs. This is what it was called. I would not be surprised if they simply reprint this as something else. Maybe they make it like All Out Extinction packs, or I don't know, something like that. But it'll look very similar. What they did was they gave you 5 packs in the first, or the 5 tickets in the first pack, which was $4. And then they gave you 20 tickets in the second pack, which was $33. So here is a screenshot from my summons last year. $4 for 5 tickets. So this basically means $4 for one 5-unit summon that gives you a guaranteed SSR. And then you have to pay another $33 to get the other 20. You don't need to buy the second one. You can just buy the first one, which gives you one summon. But if you pay $34 extra, you get 4 more summons along with a level 4 skill orb. So they really are doing their best to get your money. So with all of these, after spending $36, $37, you will have been given 5 multis of 5 units. So that's how they get you. I know a lot of people will likely spend on this because, you know, not spending money on your, or not spending your stones is a win, but spending your money on tickets is a way to circumvent that. So I know some people will be doing that. If you are a budget player, I would still recommend that you don't, because the upside, best case scenario, you get Super Boo. What does Super Boo do? Is it something that you need right now desperately? I don't personally think so. I think the unit is, the animations are great. Superficially, this unit is really, really fun. Animation on the LR card itself is great. The super attacks themselves look awesome. This unit has some slot 1 abilities, especially given that it functions best on a regen team with a bunch of boos. But then when you think about all of the different boos that are already there, you've already got plenty of other boos, where this team already has a ton of regen and a ton of actually nice offense and defense. I wouldn't say there's a good slot 1. Actually, wait, is there a good slot 1 on the Majin Power category? I don't think so. So this guy would sort of satisfy that, but in general, the Majin Power category has not really had a massive resurgence yet. So I don't think that this unit is a must-have right now. So that's why I just don't think that this is a absolute, gimme summon. I don't think so. So I'm not going to go over what the unit does in its entirety. I will go over that, obviously when we get closer to the banner's release. But I just wanted to share my thoughts on all of this because I know some people are probably thinking this. So for those of you who might be on the fence, hopefully I have put your minds at ease. For those of you who are set on summoning, good luck, because you really want to minimize your stone expenses. I can also say from personal experience, this trap banner right before the anniversary it's a lot of pressure for me because I want to have good rates and I want to summon fast. But then at the same time, I know that I jinx myself if I have really good summons right before the anniversary. So kind of a catch-22 for me. I don't know how to feel about this one. I might just go for 1 copy or maybe 2 at most. I don't know. This is just tough for everybody. But remember, folks, keep your eyes on the prize. 8-year anniversary worldwide. This is the big picture, not this. You could have this chewing gum guy later on. You don't need to know. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let in the comments your thoughts. What are some ways that you like to use or internalize to keep yourself from summoning on particularly enticing banners? What are some ways that you like to preoccupy yourself or prevent yourself from falling into that temptation. Let me know your thoughts and share your overall opinions about whether or not you should summon for this unit, this banner, in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when I see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.